Welcome guys to my channel Career Zone. Today I am here with some pattern printing programs in Python. So let us begin with the pattern printing. As I have told you in my last videos that for any pattern printing programs, first of all you have to count the number of rows whatever you are having in pattern. So here you can see on the screen that I am having two patterns to print. So we'll begin with the first pattern here. So first of all we will count the number of rows whatever we are having in pattern. So here we are having 5 rows. So I will write the first loop here. For I in range, I am using I as a counter variable for my first loop, and I will start from 1 comma 6. As we know that the upper limit is always excluded in Python, so I have written as I need 5 rows, so I have written 1 comma 6. Now for the printing of the value, I am taking here j as a variable for j in range. So now let us see that how the printing will work. So as I have taken here this rows as I. So the value of rows is you can say that rows, this will be denoted by I, and the printing of the column will be denoted by j. So first time you can see that the value is printed 1. In the second row the 2 is printed twice, and then 3 is printed thrice, 4 is printed 4 times, and 5 is printed 5 times. So what if I write the loop for printing the value of j should start from 1, and then it as it is printing till printing 1 time. So if the loop execute till I position, so it means the value of I is 1. So I want that the loop should execute for printing 1 time. So what value is going to be printed we will decide afterwards. First of all we need to see that how many times this value is gonna printed. So this value is going to be printed 1 time. So I have taken here 1. The value of j will start from 1 till I plus 1. So as we have seen that for the first time the value of I will be 1. So when the control will go to the next line, it will execute the loop from 1 comma 2. So it means the loop will be executed 1 time because the upper limit is always excluded. Now once the outer loop becomes true, it will go to the control will go to the inner loop, and the value of j will be 1. So now whatever I want to print I will write here. So now let us see that the printing value, earlier we were printing the star, but now here we have to print numbers, different numbers in different lines. So what if you can see that the value of I is changing every time. The value of I in the outer loop is changing every time. First time the value of I will be 1, and then when the inner loop will get false, obviously this outer loop will be executed, and the value of I will become 2, and the value of I will become 3, and then 4, and then 5. So what if I print the value of I here, and then for changing the line I am using here comma and one more print statement, so that for once the printing of one column is finished, it will then change the row, and then I will execute this. Let's see the output, it is coming or not as we are expecting. Now you can see the output we have expected like this only. So now let us see that how this execution has taken place. Now see the value of for I in range, first time the value of I will be 1. It will go to the inner loop, the value of I will execute from 1 comma I plus 1, which is I 1 comma 2. So when the value of j will be 1, it will print the value of I, which is 1, so which will be printed 1 here. Then the value of j will be updated to 2, but as 2 is the upper limit, so it will be excluded, the inner loop will get false, and then the outer loop will be executed. Then the value of I will become 2, and here the value will execute from j 1 comma 3. So here when the value of j will be 1, it will print the value of I. The value of I is 2, so it will be printed 1 time. Again the value of j will be updated to 2, so the loop will become true, and the condition is true here. So again the value of I will be printed, so it will print the 2 again, and then the value of j will become 3. The upper limit is excluded, so this loop will get false, and again it will go to the outer loop, and it will update the control will update the value of I to 3. So this is how the loop will execute and print this pattern. Now let us take the example of the second pattern. Here you can see that the same number of rows are same, which is 5, but here the printing values are changing. So can you judge here that the printing value is equal to the j every time? First time it is 1, which was 1 first time when we have started from the loop, and when the loop goes from 1 comma 2, the value of j got changed, and then when the value is here, when you will change the value of I to 2, here the value will update till 1 to 3. So it will print the value of 1 comma 3. So we were printing I, but what if we print here j? And let's see what is the output coming here. Now see, it is the desired output which we want, because when the value of I was 1, the value of j was also 1, and we were printing 1 here. But when the value of I became 2, the loop executes till 1 to 2. So it is printing first time the value of j was 1, and then second time when the loop was updated, the value of j becomes 2. So it has printed 1 and 2. And then when the value of I becomes 3, here the value of the loop for j, the inner loop for j will continue till 1 comma 4. So first time the value of j will be 1, it will be printed 1. Then it will be 2, then it is printed 2, and then 3, it is printed 3. 4 will be excluded as the upper limit, and then value of j I will be 4. Then the value of j will go run 3 till 5 here. So it will print 1, 2, 3 and 4. And when the value of I will become 5, then the value of j will go till 1 comma 6. And 6 will be excluded, and the loop of j will execute 5 times. So this is how we will get this output. So I hope you have understood this, that how you can print these two patterns. If you have any query, you can write in the comment section below. I'll be back with some more pattern printing programs. Till then, stay safe, stay home. Bye bye.